Hello, leaders, and welcome to the weekend edition of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. Hey, today I want to talk about bottled water and how it can be compared to leadership. Now, since this is the weekend edition, I want to have a little fun today, so take this episode with a grain of salt and just understand that I have the tendency to compare just about everything and anything to leadership. So, have you ever stopped and thought about how much a bottle of water costs? I mean, we complain about the price of gas for our cars, and in reality, we're paying more for a bottle of water than we are for a gallon of gas. Just stop and think about that for a minute. In most gas station convenience stores, a bottle of generic water is around $1. Not too bad, right? Well, when you consider that bottle is only 16 ounces, that would be the equivalent of paying $8 for a gallon of water. Now, if that shocks you a bit, just wait, because we haven't even started talking about the higher grades of water. I'm talking about Smart Water or Avion or Fiji water, which can all run you around $2 or $3 in most convenience stores. And when you break that down per gallon, you're looking at a whopping $16 to $24 a gallon. Again, for water. So let's break this down even a little bit more. What about the different brands of water? Is there really a difference? Or is it all just tap water that's being bottled and some of it might be filtered? Well, after doing some research, I found that Fiji water supposedly does actually in fact come from Fiji. And that would justify the cost and its quote-unquote smooth flavor. However, what about the other waters? If you look at them all in the cooler, you can hardly tell them apart, right? Isn't it the same with leaders to a degree? If you look at a group of leaders from a distance, they all seem to look alike. However, when you get closer and begin to examine how they lead, you'll see quite a difference from one leader to the next. Some leaders seem to be a bargain, and some leaders, well, are way overpriced. And yet they continue to get paid. Now, I guess my point is that sometimes you can think you're getting a deal on a cheap bottle of water, or you can think you're getting the best of the best by paying a premium, only to be somewhat disappointed once you taste it. The same thing can apply to leaders and team members alike. They may look good prior to getting them on board your team, but once they're on the team and onboarded, they may just disappoint you a bit. The real lesson is, are you going to make the same mistake and buy the same bottle of water twice? Or are you going to learn from it and buy a different kind? With leaders and team members, it's not quite that easy, of course. That's where you need to spend time and effort training them and setting them up for success. Unfortunately, 70% of leaders have had little or no training on how to do their job as a leader. Their companies promote them to a leadership role because they were a great worker, and yet the company fails to provide them with the training needed to be a successful leader. Today's challenge is for you to not make that mistake. Seek out training for yourself and your team of supervisors and leaders so that your people can have amazing leaders. And you know what? I'd love to help you out. Hey, if you're looking to start somewhere, I got a great deal for you. I'd like to invite you to visit the website live2lead. So that's live2lead.com/Cabot. That's CABOT, for John Maxwell's brand new e-course on how successful people think. For only $99, you can purchase his e-course that includes 6.5 hours of John personally teaching you. And if you want an additional boost of that e-course, I'll be offering a 12-week mastermind course for only $199 for the first 30 people to sign up. I will do 3 mastermind groups total. 1 right here in Cabot and 2 online. And all 3 will begin the first week of December. So drop me an email at paulgrau, that's PaulGrau, at currentleadershipcoaching.com for more information and or to sign up. As always, thank you for listening. I greatly appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until Monday, run to your challenges.